So we have to change our question to, what is it that you have to do to get to where you want to be ultimately? The first thing that we want to talk about is, for our teens, what is it that you want to do? For our adults, what is it that they want to do? What is it that you want to do for the teens? And one thing that you look at is most people who impose their will on you, you can only impose your will on somebody who doesn't know what they want personally. That's the only time you can impose your will on somebody. If they don't know what they are and who they want to be and where they're going, you can impose your will on them. But we don't want to be those people. We want to be those people that can respectfully decline and say, I appreciate your information, but this is where I'm going. Can you help me with that? Right? And it's not a disrespect. It's not anything wrong with it. It's just respecting and allowing us as individuals to be exactly who we want to be. The second thing that we want to look at is avoiding overload. Avoiding overload. So, speaking as a person who grew up in North Philly, was raised in Hunting Park, you don't see a lot of success, you don't see a lot of people do things. A lot of times what we do is we put our children in things just to avoid trouble, right? To occupy their time. I don't want you sitting home all day, so you're going to play the guitar, you're going to play basketball, you're going to sign up for the tutoring program, you're going to go to AP classes, just because, God forbid, I leave you any free time, I'm scared of what's going to happen. And that's a reality. That's a reality, which is absolutely okay. But what we have to do is go back and say, what do I do? Another thing you heard Sonia mention is about balance. How do I create a sense of balance? I was one of those children who was always
to this foundation, and my heart goes out again to all of you. Like I stated, as I stood, I've also experienced murder through my son's father. My son was almost 4 years old, and his father was murdered because there was a young lady who thought he was attractive, and she said that, and her boyfriend heard her, and they shot him in his back 3 times with a shotgun. Today we live and we go on without him. But what I'm here for today, I was given the task of speaking to you guys about grief. I am a doctor of philosophy, and I do therapy, and I do motivational speaking. And sometimes we experience some feelings and some emotions, and we get kind of lost. We don't know if it's a good thing, is it a bad thing, am I going crazy, is this okay? What do I do with all of this that's going on inside of me? So that's what I'm going to talk to you about this morning, just a little bit. I don't want to keep you here long. Before I get started, I would just like for you to turn to your neighbor and say to them, no, you're not losing your mind.
No, you're not losing your mind.
Say, you're just going through a